guys, today I'm going to be doing my first plan with me with my bullet journal. If you're interested, I have done a kind of flip through of my bullet journal setup. If you want to see what other pages I have in here, I did that a few months back, but if you want to see that, I will leave that linked below. But yeah, it's the end of June, so I'm going to be setting up all of my July monthly spreads. I'm not going to talk too much in this intro because I want to keep this quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and plan it all out, and I will speed it up and put it to music so you guys don't have to sit through 3 hours of me trying to plan out the July spreads, and then I'll come back at the end and kind of talk through what I did, and I'm going to be changing up some of the spreads a little bit, so I'll talk through my reasoning behind that and why I'm doing that. So without further ado, I'm going to get started. So that is my setup for July. So most of the spreads are the same. I think one of them I changed around just kind of the layout of it. And then I've done something a little bit different when it comes to the weekly spread. So I'll just quickly talk you through it. So first off, if I show you back, this is the week that I'm currently on. So I have my this week section where if there's certain things if I've got appointments or certain things that need to get done on certain days, then I can list them out here. I then have kind of my brain dump to-do list for either the week or just things that are kind of coming up that I need to remember to do. I list them out there. And then over here I have my kind of daily sections, which I don't have too much to do on each day generally, so they are actually fitting quite nicely on this one page, which kind of is what's made me change up my weekly spreads for this coming month. So like I said, this is my current week that I'm on, and then I've left a couple of pages blank because this will be for next week. And then this page is blank because I think I want to do some sort of kind of 6-month review of this year so far and how I'm getting on with my goals and things like that. And plus I kind of needed something because of how I like to lay out my spreads. So I have this page blank for that kind of half-year review there. And then I have my July budget, so I'll go back in and fill this all in a bit later, but everything's kind of set up ready to go. So I just kind of put in what my income is going to be for what I've got kind of to work with for July. All of my usual expenses, including sort of savings pots. I kind of have other accounts that I transfer money out into for different savings. And then any extra expenses, so anything else that I know is coming up, whether that's birthdays or something that I need to buy or me and Ben need to buy for the house or something that I want to treat myself to that I kind of need to budget extra into here. I kind of plan that all out in this section. Then I have my July goals. This previously would be the kind of first page, and then I'd get into my daily spread, but I kind of moved it here just so it kind of fit in nicer. And I figured I tend to refer to my July, well, I do refer to my July tracker every single day, whereas my July goals, because it's at the start of kind of my daily section, I don't always, well, I never really go back to that page unless I'm specifically remembering to check my goals for the month. So I thought this way, every time I kind of go to log my things in my July tracker page, it will kind of be right there for me to glance at and kind of keep myself accountable for what goals I'm trying to reach. So I did switch up the layout for my goals page. So if I go back to the June one, you can see the difference. So for the June one, I had a YouTube and blogging goals section, general goals for the month, important tasks, my to be read list, and then video ideas and blog ideas. For July, like I said, I switched it up a little bit and I've kind of done it in columns, kind of, so it makes a bit more sense. So I still have my YouTube and blogging goals for the month up here, and then I have video ideas and blog ideas. And then I have my TBR over on this side, my important tasks, which I kind of gave myself a couple of extra lines. And then the general section is a lot bigger than it was, just because I tend to have a few more goals, like general goals for the month, so it just gives me a little bit more space to write those in. Then obviously we come to the July tracker. So I've just done a banner here with some arrows, and then I just list down all of the things that I kind of like to do on a either daily basis or on a regular basis, and I kind of want to keep track of when I've done certain things. So I just fill this in, I kind of colour in each of the squares as and when I do them. Again, if I flip back to the June one, you can kind of see how it's looking, how it's filling up, and I can kind of see like areas where I may be skipping certain things, where I maybe need to make a bit more of an effort, and it just kind of reminds me like, oh, I haven't meditated for a few nights now, I really need to make a concerted effort to do that. So that is my July tracker. Then I have my gratitude log, which I prefer the June one. I'm not too pleased with how this July one has turned out. My June one I absolutely love. I love the colours. June was my birthday month, so I had like a theme of like birthday balloons, and purple is my favourite colour, so I had lots of purple in there. And I have this little quote down here which I really like. It says, "Gratitude makes everything turn into a gift." The July one, not as happy. I might go back and fill in a quote or something here, or maybe do a little doodle or something down here just to brighten it up a little bit and give it a little bit of something extra. But that's my gratitude log. So every single day I sit down and I write down 2 things that I'm grateful for that day. And normally that is where my monthly setup stops. But for this upcoming month of July, I decided to go ahead and plot out all of my kind of weekly spreads. I've been doing these weekly spreads for a while now, as you can kind of see here. I still need to go back in and like do some more doodles and fill in certain things, but here's an example. So I've been doing this kind of this week and to do, and then having my dailies over on this side of the page. And like I said before, it fits nicely on one page, and it just kind of gives me a bit of an overview of the week at large, so I can kind of stay on track, because when I'm just doing just that days, I don't have anywhere that I can forward plan. I don't like the kind of forward log that the original bullet journal setup kind of goes through. It just doesn't quite work for me. So I have this, and this kind of weekly spread has been working for me. And with July, I have got so much coming up. We are currently in the process of completely redoing our kitchen, so there's lots of things that need organising with that. Also planning our wedding, which is less than 2 months away, so there's lots and lots to be done with that, lots of appointments that are now starting to get booked in that I need to remember, and different things like that I need to be making sure that I get done. So I figured I would plot out all 4 weeks of July, and then kind of as and when an appointment comes up, I can kind of fill it in. I tend to write things in pencil until the actual day. Sometimes I even wait until after the event has happened to write it in, just in case, you know, plans can sometimes change or appointments get cancelled or whatnot. So I tend to write things in pencil first. So I can kind of go through and jot down any appointments on certain days, or if there's something that I need to get done a certain week, but it's not necessarily something that needs to get done on a certain day, I can add it to that to-do list. And then this side of the page will kind of get filled in as and when I come to that day. So I'll start off with Monday, and I'll fill in my to-do list for Monday, and then either Monday night or Tuesday morning, I will then write down Tuesday's banner and my list of things to do for that day. So that's kind of how I've set up this month. I'll see how it goes. I don't know if I'm going to stick to doing this kind of weekly spread and plotting them all out for the month or not. I have managed to keep the weekly spread to a 2-page spread, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. I don't think I'm going to kind of run over, and I think if that was to be the case, I would just use a sticky note and just jot it on that instead and stick it on that page if I needed to. But yeah, that was my setup for the month. So I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you do. Check out all my links below and subscribe if you're not already to stay up to date with all of my latest videos. If there's anything that you want me to go into more detail about or talk about, if there's anything you want to know, then please leave that in the comments and I will get back to you. But other than that, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys! Hey guys, today I have an exciting video because today I thought I would share with you what I got for my birthday haul. So it was my birthday a couple of weeks ago.